Everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Bank Nifty levels for 11 July, Monday. I have the daily chart of Bank Nifty that is open. See, we had a pretty good run from 33,149 until this Friday high, that is 35,274. See, the exact position right now on Friday, based on this closing, right, we are in a place where we can even go higher. We'll see what are the levels we can go higher, and there's a chance we can even reverse and come down, and we'll also see until where we can come down. So currently we are at a place where we can swing either way. One is based on this particular candle, the daily closing itself. The other is when this recent fall, if you place the Fibonacci extension, we have exactly come until the 0.78%. So from here we can get a breakout, or we can even get a breakdown, but that will be confirmed only on Monday and the next week closing. So but we'll see all the possible levels. Now I'm just shifting to a 15-minute chart and I'm going to be using CPR to just check few levels. So first I'm just putting on the weekly CPR just to show about the previous week, what was the range. See, this was the previous week CPR. The moment we took support from the CPR and went higher, right, we came until R3. So on Friday, this was one sure thing for me, that though I missed making videos and missed a lot of trade, the last trade that I was able to do peacefully was this. After that, got busy with some other things, and see, exactly we came and took resistance at R3 of weekly CPR, right? So on Friday I was kind of sure that we might not break this, but from the starting itself we took resistance and we were not able to break out of this level of 35,171. So this level worked beautifully on the weekly time frame. Now what are the possible places where we can go higher, right? If we go higher, how much can we go? For that we will use even the monthly CPR. This is just, I'm selecting the monthly CPR. And how to get the CPR is you just have to go to indicator. You won't get the same thing that I'm saying, but there are a lot of CPRs that one can use. It all just gives the same value. Now in case we break this high, right, Friday's high, that is 35,269, the next target on the upside is 35,495, almost 35,500, where we also have the monthly R1. If somebody gets a good trade, good long trade, right, wherever we enter, we'll see even the other chart for our entries and exit. If we get a good entry, probably this place is a good place to book some profit, that is 35,500. Exactly, we have the monthly CPR, and exactly where this monthly CPR is, we also have a price action support. Now if I just go, what is the price action resistance is, see, this is where we previously took resistance, right? Hope it is, yeah, I've just expanded. So this was in June 6th where we took resistance here. I'm going to mark this line, that is around 35,430, and when we put on the CPR, that's exactly where we also have the monthly R1. It's about 40 points. So this zone can act as a good resistance. Now tomorrow on Monday, if we start going up, for the market to come here, right, it has to break this level first, that is the Friday side, because this has got a strong selling candle at this point, that is 35,250. So if this level breaks, yeah, then the next target is 430 and even probably 35,490. Once that is broken, probably depending on how our weekly CPR is, and if the bullishness continues, the next target is 35,900, right? Again over here where 35,900, that is the previous month high, is there. Based on the CPR, we also have a price action resistance, a very strong one, that is this candle which came on 3rd June. So these are the levels I'm seeing Bank Nifty. If we break Friday's high, right, that is, if we break this high, Friday's high, this candle high, probably will touch this, and even that if monthly R1 breaks, probably even 35,953. See, as of now, SGX Nifty is indicating a flat opening, meaning we won't get a very big gap up or a gap down. That might change tomorrow morning, but as of now it's looking like a pretty flat opening. And in case we start coming down, the first level that needs to be taken out is this, that is 34,981 between 34,940. So this 50-point zone can act as a good, let me mark it, this 50-point zone can act as a good support. If that is broken, we might see testing a level of 34,670. That is, if this low is broken, there is a possibility we'll come and test this level. And if the market continues to slip on the downside, the first thing that will happen is come and fill this gap, that is at 34,389. So these are the levels that I have for tomorrow, and on this chart everything is marked. Now these are all based on the CPR and the price action level that I've marked with. If the Friday high breaks, the first target is 34,450, and if that breaks, the second target is around 35,500. And if all this is broken, only then we will set for 35,950. Before that, there is again another resistance level which might or might not act as a resistance, so I'm going to mark it in little lesser color, meaning at this point, exactly at this point, 35,750, it might act as a resistance or not, we don't know. So, but these are the levels where for sure we might take some resistance, so that's why I'll be marking this in slightly darker color. And on the downside, we have the first support is the previous day low, that is 34,986, and then the next level of support is 34,684. Now what is interesting tomorrow, why I think it's going to be a pretty trending day. See, this is tomorrow CPR, and it's a very narrow CPR. Whenever we have this narrow CPR, there are two possibilities. It's not a sure thing that it will happen for sure, but majority of the time these two things happen. One is we'll have a trending day, either on the upside or on the downside. Trending day meaning, see, this is a trending day. This is not a very trending day. This is a very sideways move, right? A move like this is a very trending day. A move like this is a very trending day. So we might have a pretty trending day either on the upside or downside. The second possibility is the entire trend might reverse when we get this super narrow CPR. Meaning, now, say from this point, we went up, right? The CPR was a bullish CPR, higher. Now we got this narrow CPR, we might come down a little bit. That is the second possibility. So we'll have to be open for both. Now, just to show you the example, see, now we know how the CPR moves, right? When you have a previous day CPR is lower than the next day CPR, meaning it is a bullish scenario. And see how the price went up. Obviously the intraday moves will be there, but overall the price went up. Right now I'll just hide this price action. See, whenever we get this type of a narrow CPR, there will be a change of trend. Meaning, you see this, the center line, right? Red is R1, green is support, and this narrow the orange is CPR. See, this was a downtrend. We had this narrow CPR here. Then we had the small uptrend. Again we came down. We had this narrow CPR here. We went up, and we went up nicely. So we have this narrow CPR. So I won't be ruling out and trade on the downside. Like it might not be a big reversal also, but some small reversal is also possible. And if you backtest and see, every time when there is a narrow CPR, right, there is some kind of either we'll have a pretty trending day or a trend reversal might happen. And it's not necessary, nothing is 100% sure in the market and in the analysis, right? It's not like 100% sure we'll have a trend reversal, but there is a possibility. And what are the signs? How will we know if the trend is reversing? If we start trading majority of the day below previous day low, right? So once the previous day low breaks, probably we can take support at the CPR levels. We also have a virgin CPR here, meaning a previous day CPR is not touched. Most likely next day that CPR can act as a support or resistance. So this zone can act as a good support between 34,850 and 34,755. The next level of support, as explained, can be this level of 33,000 450, 33,000, sorry, 654. See, my viewers, we might get a dip, fill this gap, and then move higher. That is what I'm betting at, like what my viewers. I can be completely wrong, but it also kind of is an assurity, like my other viewers. If this kind of a flag and pole pattern breaks on the upside, right, there's a good chance we might hit this monthly CPR at least. See, we have come so far. So usually the monthly CPR gets touched. Okay, now I'm just going to go on an hourly time frame and just show you the monthly CPR. See, wherever we have come, this is all the monthly CPR. Okay, I'm showing it on an hourly chart. We come near S1, S3, we hit and take a turn. We came near this R1 on this month. Even on this month of May, we came until this S2 of monthly CPR. Now, even previous month, we came until the S1 and the previous month low. Now, this is a February month. We exactly went and hit R1 and then came down. So most of the times the monthly CPRs also get hit, right? So my view is, I'm not like very super bullish that market is going to break out and go to 36,000, 37,000. As of now, I'm not so bullish. My view is we might hit this and reverse for some time, or if this breaks, then definitely we will be hitting 35,900. So this is the trade that I'll be looking for. But again, tomorrow it's not a sure thing that this monthly CPR has to hit, right? So that confirmation will come. If this previous day low breaks, I'll look for a short trade. If this previous day high breaks, I'll look for a trade until 35,500. In case we get a huge gap up. Now what's a huge gap up? Now on Monday, the global markets say the US futures opens in very positive. SGX Nifty shows a 100-point gap up, and we gap up somewhere here. Then it would be a difficult thing to trade. Probably there won't be much of a trade. As of now, SGX Nifty is indicating a pretty flat opening. We might open within this level, 35,100 or 35,200. So if we get an opening here, we might have a very trending day. So that's what I'm counting on, because on Friday the US market closed pretty flat, meaning nothing happened. So that's why even we would be getting a flat opening. See, whenever we get this flat opening and there is a narrow CPR, right, there's a good chance we might break out or a breakdown. Either way, option buyers can make some money tomorrow if the opening is flat. So this is with Banknifty levels and my plan for tomorrow. And now just looking at the Nifty levels. Nifty also took some resistance on Friday. See, if Nifty breaks this level, right, on Monday, that is 16,168, probably we can see this lower level of 16,060. And if we break this 16,270 on the higher side, first target is 16,320, and then see, this is a very huge target, so I would keep this as a good first target, that is 16,324, and this is the next target is 16,458. But the gap is huge. There is also a gap that is here which can probably get filled. So this is the gap where we had this. Sorry, is this marked properly? This is this other huge gap down that we had. So if we come up, probably we can even fill this gap and then get a little bit of sell off. So this is one gap area that we'll have to closely monitor. And just looking at the Bank Nifty open interest, right, there's a good resistance at 35,500, and as of now good support is at 35,000. But on, if the monthly R1 breaks, yeah, probably this might get challenged. But as of now, the resistance is 35,500 and 35,000 is the support. And in Nifty, see, Nifty, both sides there's pretty huge. There's put writing also, there's good amount of call writing also. But a good resistance is coming in at 16,300 and a good support is coming in around 16,100. So this strike price 16,200 can swing either way. Nifty is looking a little more sideways than Bank Nifty. So that's it for Nifty and Bank Nifty for Monday. Hope this works, and based on the Narrow CPR, I'm hoping it's going to be a pretty trending day, but it all depends on the price action. Let's see if we can